Take so long. There we go. Yo, what's up, everybody? It is January 26th, Wednesday morning. This is another episode of First Class Morning Show, episode 3, I believe. I'm here with my two lovely co-hosts. I got Shatika and Bless in the building. Go ahead and tell the people what's up.
What's going on? Good morning, y'all.
All right.
Can bring your little forehead. Y'all get enough? Y'all get it?
Hey, love the energy. How y'all feeling this morning?
A little chilly.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Chilly is not the word. I don't think chilly is the right word.
Frostbitten.
Well, maybe outside, but shoot, even with the heat, it's a little chilly in here. Like, hold on.
Right.
Black folks don't like to go past 75.
Facts. That's legit. And the thing is, I still sleep with a fan on, so
Me too.
It is what it is.
Me too.
Oh,
Two of
yeah.
them. I got 2 fans on each side of the bed.
You bugging. But we got a great show for everybody. For the people that's tuning in, thank you. If you got any comments, concerns, make sure that you go to YouTube and subscribe. Sometimes your name does not pop up. It says Facebook user. So if that is the case and you got a comment, make sure you drop your name either in front of your comment or after, so that way I know who I'm talking to. So I know we had some technical difficulties last week, but we back. So we had a little gap there. What's going on? What's new? Hold on. Before we get into that, Bless, I want to say congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank y'all so much. Yeah, I'll let y'all know what it is when I find out this week.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. This week?
Yeah, I found out this week.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't find out till like last week. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoa.
Oh man, well, that's what's up.
Yes.
Like I said, congratulations. It's always good to bring a new life in, even if it is uninspected. You know what I mean? So that's always a blessing right there.
For sure.
But yeah, man. So other than that, how's everything been going? How life been treating you?
No complaints my way.
No complaints this way. God's been working some things for me, so I'm blessed.
It's in the name.
Yes.
Facts. Well, that's what's up. I'm good, steady working, grinding, trying to get these shows together and everything like that. It's always work to be done. And these playoff games have been amazing. So
yes.
I've been good.
Oh yes.
Fire.
Oh yes.
So
Don't get
I've been
me started.
good. I can't wait for.
Please don't get all good. Like
I almost lost.
Almost doesn't count.
True. That is very true. And I was watching it. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, you the first person I thought about. I'm like, oh man, I know she on pins and needles. I turned
my phone off and everything when before overtime kicked in. I turned my phone off. Do you hear what I'm saying? I was like, nah, They not about to call me.
No flack. No flack.
You know how I get down. Now I at least give you 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? I at least give you 24. But if anybody is new to the show, man, we always start off with some type of a quote. Now, if you're used to the main show, we try to get a little deep and all of that type stuff. But for the morning show, we trying to it's kind of wide open. You know what I mean? So I call it the social media quote of the day. I pull it from either Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, wherever. You know. So this one, I actually seen this on Facebook, and it kind of hit home. I know especially in the new year, you see a lot of people starting off new business or maybe continuing their old business or starting something new, creative, whatever the case may be. And I don't know who posted it. Can't remember. It was actually like a meme. They shared it, and it was quote unquote from Ice-T. Who knows? But it says, "Your biggest supporter is a stranger, and your biggest hater is someone you know." So, and that kind of just popped out to me because, like I said, I see a lot of people trying to network. So, like right before I seen that, I shared another one that said, "Strangers will make you rich. Start networking." So, like both of those kind of went together with me, and it was just the fact of, like I said, I see a lot of people branching off, doing new things, whether it's music, painting, or clothing brand, or new podcasts, or whatever the case may be, and it's funny because one of the biggest things that a lot of entrepreneurs and creators talk about is support. And it's like, oh man, well, and the people that you expect to support you usually don't. You know, they might say it, but I don't know why you can't share it. I would tell you to go to the YouTube First Class Podcast on YouTube. We should be live there. You can try to share it from there. But most of the people that like I said, most of the people that you expect to support you don't. And it's usually a stranger, somebody out of left field that comes in and gives you a lot of support. And it's like they don't know you from a can of paint, but at that time they have no problem supporting what you're doing, content, whatever the case may be, and they actually go hard for you, and that it's usually a stranger. So, like I said, that's the social media quote of the day.
Repeat it one more time, bro.
Oh man, let me pull the phone back out. Hold on. Social media quote of the day is your biggest supporter is a stranger, and your biggest hater is someone you know. So, with that being said, get out there and just start networking, man. Whether you know somebody or not, you know, get out there, start talking to people. I know for people when it's new, you kind of nervous of bringing out your ideas or what you're doing to new people that you don't know. But you never know. That person that you just met at the store that you just sparked up a conversation with might be one of your biggest supporters down the road. So get out there, man, and start networking with folks. You never know what's going to happen.
And think about this, that person that you don't know never had that chance to grow that jealousy of you.
Facts.
Yep. Definitely. But we got a nice show for y'all, man. On this show, man, we're gonna talk about the leverage, your leverage in life. Monique versus Oprah, hot sauce Drake. You know what I mean? We got one about a principal that's suspending half of her student body. So we're gonna get into it. First things first is understanding your leverage in life. Now, like I said, that kind of popped up. I cannot, and the funny thing about coming up with like topics and trying to choreograph a show is half the time I really don't remember why I write the stuff down originally. So then I got to go back and be like, okay, what was I watching, listening to? Who was I talking to when I wrote this down? But the thing is about we all have a certain amount of leverage that we have just in life in general. A lot of people look at leverage as in a business proposition or something at your job to where, like, oh, I got the upper hand, so I can do whatever I want to. And in life in general, no matter what age you are, we all have some type of leverage. And I think that a part of that is one, first understanding who you are. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand who you are, your morals, what you're going to stand on, and what you're not going to stand on. Because if you don't know that, then you don't know how to leverage who you are. You don't know how to leverage your time, leverage your love, leverage your understanding. And a lot of people don't see that. So when you just passing out love or passing out support to folks, and then you turn around and you feel like you're getting taken advantage of, I look at it like you're just not leveraging your life outright. So,
Agreed.
just real quick, Shatika, you can go ahead and go first. How do you feel about just the point of just leveraging out your life and balancing everything out like that?
It's just like you said, it's understanding who you are and what you feel like you deserve and what position you want to play in your life. You know what I mean? Like, I tell people all the time, when you're in a relationship and you're giving out so much love to this person, half the time you don't even have enough to even give to yourself or give to the ones that come up under you. So you got to know how much is enough. You know what I mean? You have to
Yeah,
absolutely know how much is enough so that way you know what position you play. It's pretty
Yeah,
much it.
yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree, and especially in relationships, because you really don't know, because relationships can happen on purpose. It could be somebody that you didn't had a crush on. You didn't know them since you was 12. Now y'all didn't got together at 24, and it's like, okay, now everything clicks. Or it can be somebody that you just met and just a chemistry, a vibe go down, and next thing you know, you in a full blown relationship with somebody.
Right.
So as far as and I agree with you as far as being able to leverage that is very key, because we all come with our own baggage.
For
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? Like whether you want to or not, whether people say, "Oh, I don't have no baggage. You got to take me as I am," and all that's all good. It sound good. It sound great. But overall, we all coming with some type of luggage with us. So I definitely feel you on that. Bless, what's your take on this?
I can definitely dig the leverage. You gotta find out your boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Leverage applies to yourself, so you need to apply it to yourself. Like she said, know your position, whether it's relationship, job, you know what I'm saying, your kids, whatever it is, just use common sense and just, pretty much don't be going off the deep end for no reason. That should be your leverage, being able to control and contain yourself. Read your own feelings, you know what I'm saying? Give and get however you give and get. I kind of messed that up, but how would I say it? If you knew what you was looking for, you know what I'm saying, knew what to expect because you wasn't passing out too much, you wouldn't be disappointed with what you get back a lot. So
Agreed.
Yeah,
it's all common
uh,
sense and play your position.
yeah. Like I like what you said as far as being able to control your emotions. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's one thing that
Sure.
I say a lot is that me and one of my brothers we said a lot is the fact of you need to be able to control your emotions in any and all phases. Like it doesn't matter the situation, whether you sad, pissed, whatever. You always need to be in control of what you got going on. Don't ever let your emotions get the best of you. And I think that, and that's probably what we was talking about when I thought about this topic for real, for real. Because it's just the fact of like you got to keep a even keel. You know what I'm saying? Just growing up, a lot of people. I know I rub a lot of people. Well, maybe not a lot, but I rub a couple people the wrong way because they're like, "Oh, I can't get a beat on you. Like I don't know if you up, down. I don't really know where you at." And it's like, I'm right here. I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? As long as I'm telling you I'm okay, I could be highly pissed. The inner E could be punching walls or something, but it's like that's not what I need to portray. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So having my emotions in check is a part of my leverage. So and that's the way I see it. It's like because I feel like if I show you too much and it could be a vindictive spirit or whatever, then now you know what it takes. Now you know how to get to me. Now you know, okay, well, I do this, he gonna pop off. If
Yep.
I do this, he gonna go into a sunken, he gonna drop, he gonna be sad. You know what I'm saying? You know how to maneuver because you know what I'm gonna do. So like I said, man, just make sure you just have a better. I think to gain leverage, you have to have an understanding of, like I said, who you are. So if you don't have an understanding of the self, how you gonna be able to leverage out your time, your love, your patience? You know what I'm saying? And understanding who you are and being, like I said, it breaks down to, in the simplest form, it's about your morals and what you're gonna stand on. So you can't just be like,
that's
oh,
what I
okay.
said.
Yep. Nah, but yeah, I knew exactly what you meant. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta understand your position and where you at. Like Tika mentioned earlier, you gotta know your role and be able to play it too. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to know your part, but if you don't know how to play your part, then what does it matter?
Exactly. It's just like playing spades.
Oh.
I can look at your hand all day long, but I'm not you. I don't know how to play that hand. I could play it a whole different other way you play it. You feel me?
Right. Facts. Hey, that's for sure. Because when you was about to talk about spades, I'm like, hey, listen, man, we ain't about to talk about spades right now. You know, I done seen people lose relationships in spades.
Facts. It's family members in my family that don't even speak no more because somebody reneged in the game.
Wow.
Hey, look. Last time I played, I did renege one time, but I got it right back though. I got it right back. You know what I'm saying?
You sneaky. You do you do it and then try to keep going. And then a motherfucker sit back like, wait a minute.
Hey, look. That's what I'm saying. That's that leverage. That's that balance. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna play my hand. You don't like. Hold on, man. Because if I'm over here sweating, like, oh no, man, if I'm over here sweating, like, hold on, man, he acting a little different. I gotta keep it cool. Like, nah, we rolling.
Yeah.
Nah. You reneged, didn't you? Like, nah, man, I played it with, nah, you're tripping. And if you don't go back and check, you might miss something. You never know.
I'm done.
But y'all got anything else on this topic before we move on, or y'all good?
Nah, that was hot.
That was hot. That was good.
Bet. So, Bless, you sent me a topic about a new principal that suspends half of her student body. So I looked it up. I read I read it, and I'm like, okay, like I get it as far as like trying to make a point and stuff like that. But then like the funny thing is that the main caption says suspends, but when you read the article, it says expel.
Yeah.
So I'm like, expel mean they all at home. You chilling. Like you out.
They just gave you some leverage.
Right, for real. For real. So, Bless, I'm gonna start off with you since it was your topic that you sent in. Like, just what are your thoughts and how do you feel about that situation?
I felt the same way, you know what I'm saying? I understand what she was trying to do, you know what I'm saying? Get these kids up out their school because they're disruptive, you know what I'm saying? They're not here for a reason. The parents think they're here, but they're not going to classes, so we're not about to be their scapegoat for where they are. But on that other hand, all you did was gave them either 10 days off if you suspended them, or you gave them the rest of the year off if you expelled them. So what really happened? You know what I'm saying? Did they learn anything? No, still. If you suspended them, remember back in the day when we got suspended, as long as you beat your mom and dad to the mailman, you was good. So once again, you just got 10 days free. Like you're really not. I think I would have went about it different, is what I'm saying. Maybe torture them or something a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be in class while you're supposed to be in class. Then you got an extra hour every day after school. You're gonna make this up, and you're gonna come on Saturdays. And if you do not, you're getting expelled. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Now if they make that choice and they don't want to do that, they take that up with their parents.
Agreed.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like I said, the more I read it, I'm just like, you in the end. It was I think they said the student body was like 1,000 kids. Yep. So she expelled, for people that's listening or will listen or watch later. Like, so she expelled 500 students. So like, just so we can put it in context, it wasn't like 20 kids, 10 kids, 5 kids. That's just being a problem. No, it was 500 students that got expelled. So they're at 500 kids out of school. Now, I get it, but it's like, as a parent, And she's like, well, I'm trying to open up the parents' eyes. But how are you supposed to know that? Like, if we're not holding our kids' hands, taking them from class to class to class. Like, even me as a kid, like as a student rather, like when I left the house, my mom and my dad was assured that I was going to school, and I went to all my classes and all of that. Did I? No, not all the time. But I mean, just being honest, I didn't. You know, as far as I know, everybody didn't skip class at least once or twice. At least. They probably skip school once or twice. Like, I'm not gonna say it happens, but definitely in inner city schools, it definitely happens. You know what I mean? So it's like, I get it, man, but it's like you said, Bless, it's like you gotta have, like, it gotta be some other things to lead up to that. You know, and the thing is that we don't know if she used any other tactics in there because it really didn't mention it. So as far as I'm concerned, that was just this is what it is, and this is what I'm gonna do out the jump. Tika, what's your comments on this one?
It reminded me of the movie Lean on Me when I seen it, because I was like, in the movie, it made perfect sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you got the drug dealers in here, everybody spray painting on the walls. Ain't no telling what these children were doing. And like you said, there's no telling what other precautions that she chose to take. And you're taken from the kids that do actually want to learn. Y'all come to class, y'all probably running the hallways, y'all probably doing whatever in the bathrooms. You know, it's a number of things that these kids nowadays could have been doing, and her as as a principal responsible for all of these students, we got the lowest rating scores. We need to make some improvements. You know what I mean? So I kind of understand her position, but like y'all said, it's out, bruh. I don't know. I don't know. It reminded me of, they used to call me Crazy Joe. Now you can call me Batman. So yeah.
Nah, like when you say it like that, I'm like, damn, it low key do make you think about Lean on Me, because it's like, yeah, change on the, you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, like, those students was very grateful for all the stuff that he did as far as the movie go. And like you said, Bless, it's like you giving these kids a free pass. Like, they might, you know, they might get in trouble with their parents for the first week, but then after that, what are they doing? You know what I'm saying? You expel them. So it's not like they're about to, now let's say it's some stuff now to where they can pick up homeschool, but if they're not going to regular school, what makes you think they're going to go to do stuff at homeschool? And then it's like she said, she was trying to, you know, try to give a wake-up call to the parents. All right, well, they still got jobs. You know what I mean? So now you sending the kids home, it's like, all right, well, stay in the house. I still got to go to work. I still got to provide for my house. I still have a job to do. Like, if you're, and I kind of broke it down, like if you was maybe like a foreman of a factory or something like that. If your quota is not matching, they're not going to go in and fire half their staff and be like, hey, since y'all don't want to do the work properly, I'm going to fire half the staff. Because now your production is even lower, because now you done fired half your people, and then the other half is now they're being overworked. So now you got half the student body, which, you know, but your test scores are still going to reflect on that, because if I'm not mistaken, they usually budget that on how many kids are in your school.
Yep.
Grades and all of that. It's all, you know, ABC. So you didn't got rid of half the school. Like, and two, the funny thing to me about the whole situation is I was thinking about paperwork. Like, you had to do paperwork on 500 kids to tell their parents that
kids.
that they're expelled.
That's the whole workday and then some.
Right. Make sure you guys tag your name if you leave a comment. Good morning. I don't know who this is, so good morning. Appreciate you checking in. Have a great day. You know.
Morning.
But yeah, like I don't know. I just really can't see I really can't really see the silver lining in this, because now those kids are expelled and it's like they have to repeat that grade again.
Mm-hmm.
So even
But
if they
I
go
feel
back to the
like
same school, you're still gonna have to see those kids again. You know
absolutely,
what I
but I
mean?
feel like it'd be more. It'd be more like, how can I say this? I feel like they won't. Some kids won't repeat the same things. Okay, now we know our principal is serious. We got to get to class, bro. Like, we
Yeah.
just got expelled last year. Like, I'm not trying to be in the same grade. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
trying to
Right.
be in the same grade all over again. So maybe I need to buckle down. I mean, it could be an eye opener for some kids, because some kids actually do enjoy going to school. It might be because of the fit they got on. It might be because of a girl they like in class. It might be because, some people want to sing in the choir. Some people want to play basketball. Some people want to play football. So it's a lot of different things. And I feel like her doing that could possibly be an eye opener for some of those students and also for some of those parents. So
Yeah. But still, I agree with you. Like that might be the only silver lining, but like I still, as a parent, that next year they're still going to just drop their kids off at school or send them to the bus stop. Like at that point, there's how much how much extra attention can you give your child just on a typical day, like you just going to school. You know what
right.
I'm saying? Like I said, you can, even if you like, hey, I'm a I'm not gonna let you catch the bus. I'm gonna take you to school. All right, cool. You can still watch them walk through those doors, but once you pull off,
My
you're
hands
not
is.
gonna know. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like she could have took some different steps. Like, and she's like, well, it's an eye opener for the parents too. Well, did you already reach out to the parents? Have you
Right.
already said like,
That's
hey,
what
you're
we need to know. We need to know what other steps did you take before you jumped that gun. You know what I mean? Like my mom
And
yeah,
used
and
to, I was bad in school. You feel me? I was bad as hell. My mama used
right.
to come and sit right next to me in the class.
yeah.
Like,
I
so
feel you.
What was you about to
Uh,
say, Bless?
only I was about to say, not only did you reach out to the parents, did you get a response or a reply? That's the important part. All the
right.
times they reach out, but like I said, if you beat your mom or dad to that mailbox or that phone, you ain't worried about it. You leave it about every morning going downtown kicking it or over your girl's house or your boy's house, whatever. So yeah, I need a
Yeah.
response. That's what we need.
Yeah.
See, like for me in school, I really wasn't that bad. I was just like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to explain it. Like, I wasn't really bad. Like, I got into a little bit of trouble, but I played ball, so it was like I could only get into so much trouble,
Right.
so I could still play. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
you was
So
trying to be
I
bad.
was more or less, I was more or less a kid that was sleeping in class. Either I was asleep or I was talking too much. That was me. So, and then not doing my homework and stuff. Like I did just enough so I can still play ball. Like, like that was me. But like you said, Tig, as far as like your mom coming in and sitting down, excuse me, I had a couple of times where it was in middle school, it wasn't high school. In high school, I don't think nobody had to come up to my school in high school. But in
Yeah.
middle school,
Nobody
it was
had.
going
Yeah.
down.
It was middle school for
So
sure.
I'm sitting in class and I'm laughing, joking, talking, and I see my mom in the corner. I see her in the corner, but it wasn't like a full turn look like, oh, she see me, see her. It wasn't that. But I seen her. After that,
Tighten
I
up.
started raising my hand. Everybody looking like, bruh, what are you doing, man? Like they still trying to joke. I'm like, cut it, bro. Cut it. You see this lady over there in the corner? They're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's somebody's mom. Somebody's mom in here. Yes, that's my mama. They're like, oh. And my mom was old school, so she don't care if it's me, your kid. Like, hey, yo, focus. The teacher talking to y'all. They're like, whose mama is that? I'm like, oh. She done went up to the desk. She done talked to the teacher like, hey, I need all my son's homework. This, that, the third. This one time she cussed the teacher out because I didn't even know she was there, but I done already gotten so much trouble between not doing my work that mom's done snuck back in there again. So I'm trying to answer questions and turn stuff in, ask certain questions. And I had to sit They moved my desk to the back of the class. I had one class, I was all the way in the back. I had another one where I was right next to the teacher, right next. Like our desks was basically connected. I'm asking questions and stuff. My mom sat there for like an hour just chilling. Did nobody say nothing. Teacher just letting everybody do whatever. People asking, trying to participate. No response. She go up there like, hey, my son had his hand up, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of went both ways as long as I was doing what I was supposed to do. But like I said, she was more mad because she had to take time off of work to go do that stuff. And what I think a lot of these, one, big ups to all teachers, principals, and stuff like that, because I know that's can't be an easy job, but at the same time, the same way they got to go into work, if they got kids, they can't just leave their job to go do the same thing. So I feel like you need to take that into some type of account, because on the backside, like you said, Tika, is that the silver lining could work that, but when them students come back that next year, some of them, because out of 500, it's not going to be at all of them. But some of them students that come back that following year might be like, hey, Miss, I don't know, they don't remember her name, but Miss Johnson, we'll just say that, Miss Johnson don't play. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, we got to get to class. I ain't trying to miss no days because I'm not trying to get expelled again. But then on the other hand, how many of them students just going to be like, you know what? I got expelled. I don't like school anyway. I'm not going back. You know what I mean? I'm going to get my GED. I'm about to start working and all of this. And a lot of kids do that, but the whole thing about school and growing up in school is that you're supposed to help let them know about their future. And I feel like if you just expel them and kick them out,
you giving up on them.
It's still giving up. Like some of those kids might just be doing the stuff just because their friends is doing it. And like I said, you suspended 500, so that just lets me know it feels like you never took the time to get to know any of them. Like it's not one student that you like, look, man, you actually a good kid. You just mixed up in the wrong crowd. Let me take the time to let's do it this way. You know what I mean? Separate yourself from them. It's like, no, all of y'all gone. I don't care who you is, what you did. I don't care if you played football, basketball. You could get a potential scholarship. This could hurt your college chances in the future. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like she took all of that out of account. You know what I mean? So who's to say it could work out for her on the one hand, but then on the other hand, it could backfire because it can, do a little bit of damage on some of these kids' futures. So I don't know, man. But it's still wild. I'm glad I didn't have no principal like that.
Man.
In middle school, funny story, in middle school, man, my teacher, her name was Miss Ringer, short black lady. And she fought a student one time. But it was hilarious though. So it's early in the morning. I'll never forget it because I ain't never seen nothing like that before or since. So it's early in the morning. We in the cafeteria, breakfast, all of that. So a fight break out. So she trying to, break up the fight. Somebody accidentally hit her. Boop. She gets socked. She like, oh, boom. She done took the earrings off. She done popped the whistle off. She done unhooked the walkie. Man, when I say she hit this kid with a 3-piece combo into the pop machine, like, boop, boop, boop. Oh, my God. We over here like, oh, no, Miss Ringer. One, Miss Ringer got hands, too. Is she allowed to do that? Like, it was crazy. It was funny. Like, I ain't never seen nothing like it. She like, man, he hit me. Like, I ain't about to, this ain't about to be that. And it was hilarious. But I had some tough teachers, tough principals, and stuff like that, man. But at the same time, suspending half of your student body, personally, I think it's a little extreme. So,
agreed.
Y'all got anything else on this one before we move on?
No, sir.
No? All right, cool. Hopefully it all work out. So, Tika, this next topic you sent me, it was Monique versus Oprah. And I watched the video and listened to it and stuff like that. So for anybody who don't understand, don't know, is the basically, man. I guess Oprah had brought Monique's parents onto a show. I don't know. Do you know how is that recent, or do you know how long that was when they?
That was a little minute ago.
Okay.
That was a little minute ago.
Um, and Monique. When I say Monique, if you don't know, I'm talking about the actor, the comedian Monique. Um, so Oprah brought Monique's parents onto her show, and it was like, and it wasn't a good thing. I'm guessing that she was bringing out a lot of details and kind of exposing them in that type of light. And Monique, of course, felt very bad about it. She didn't like it, and she feels that between Oprah and Gayle, they're using their platform or their position to basically to destroy the black image. Especially the black males, and also black females as well. So, Shatika, I'm gonna let you go ahead and take this and kind of get back in a little bit more details, because this was a topic that you brought to the table.
For one, I'm a big fan of Monique. That's for one. For two, I've never ever been a fan of Oprah. Only thing that I've ever liked about Oprah that she was a successful black woman. And when you watch the back in the days Oprah show, it was like you said, she used her platform to discredit black men mainly, and then it became black women as well. And for you to be a black woman yourself and you're degrading your own culture, and it's just ridiculous. And then no wonder you and Gayle are freaking friends, because she's actually doing the same thing. And for you to bring someone's parents on, and the world watches you, you have your own network, you know what I'm saying? So for you to do that and not discuss it with the person, with Monique, and she's a big face in the community. Everybody grew up watching Monique, watching the Parkers, watching, Precious. She already took a big backlash for even playing that role. And for her to be put in that position to where she had to defend her mother. Like, regardless, yes, my mother wasn't shit back when I was growing up, but for you to do that, that's still my mom. I still have to protect her. I still have
Mhm.
to, make sure you understand that this was not okay. And now I got people messaging me, talking to me, telling me, your mom not shit. Your mom is a bad mom. And how did you grow up to be the person you are, with them having the parents that you had? And that's not fair, because at the end of the day, that's your mama. There's no other way I can put that. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And that was not right, and that was not okay. And then I don't know if you heard, but Monique was talking, and she was trying to explain to Oprah, and what she say, well, if you feel like I did something
Oh,
wrong,
yeah.
I apologize. It's not what you feel. It's you have to mean it. You know what I mean? I can't make
Yeah.
you feel anything. You have to understand that this was not wrong. What if you know your parents wasn't shit, and then I bring your parents on my show, and I'm bringing out all your dirty laundry on the forefront. Now you taking a big drop down in your fundings, or whatever the case, however you making your money, you gonna feel some type of way. And Oprah don't take none of that stuff into account. She does what she wants to do, and then she gives these pedophiles the platform to do whatever. She had what was a sex I forget what the guy name is. I wrote it down, but I forgot. She had a sex
Harvey
trafficking.
Weinstein.
Yeah, she had him on there on the show, giving him the what do you call it, a positive platform for him to be able to tell his story. But then you get somebody's black mama and black dad on the show, and you dogging them. That's not okay, and I do not respect that woman for that at all.
Um, yeah, like the thing is, like you said, growing up, my mom used to love Oprah. So by the time I came home from school, she was watching her Oprah, because from what I remember, around that time, a lot of black folks wasn't seeing that. You know what I'm saying? So they seen Oprah when she first came out. You know, was she from Chicago or something like that?
Yep.
Black girl that came up. She didn't. Now she got her own TV show. Like, so as far as black folks, they looking at that like, congratulations. Like, it's hard to do what you like. You that made a platform for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You in the world where that's not easy. One, just because you're black. Two, as a black woman at that. So I know a lot of people like my aunts and my mom, her friends, they was real big on watching Oprah and oh my God, girl, did you see Oprah and da 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 and I want to say maybe at one certain point in time she probably was picking people up, but then somewhere in the middle, I feel like she had to make a deal somewhere. You know what I mean? Somebody then, hey, listen, we didn't got you this platform. We didn't got you this network. We didn't paved your way for a lot of for you to get to this level. So at this point, you're gonna push out wherever we want you to push out. You know what I'm saying? And I think that over time, you end up embodying that type of work that you do. Like on the main show, First Class Podcast, I want to say it was about 2 years ago. We had a topic that it was basically like what are you worth? What's your number? You know what I'm saying? As far as what you do. So one of my co-hosts that I had at that time, he was a music artist. Well, he's a music artist. So I was like, and he wasn't getting what I was asking him. I'm like, listen, like if you had somebody, a record company came in right now and they offered you this much amount of money for them to dictate what you do, what's your number? You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of people don't think about that question. Like somebody asked me, like, well, somebody came in and said, hey, Eric, we're going to pay you this much money to take your show. We like what you're doing. We want you to continue to do it, but we're going to change up what you're talking about and how you talk about it. We're going to give you the topics. You know what I'm saying? And in some of these bigger businesses, a lot of people don't understand that. They think that a person that's really sitting down and still getting it out the mud like how they started. Like, nah, it's a bigger agenda. Somebody else is pulling all these strings. Now all you got to do is show up and be a face. Once you become that face, then it's like now we can manipulate and do the different things that we want to. And like I said, as I got older and then just started seeing Oprah and the different people that she had on, they had a little clip on the video that she sent where Toni Braxton was talking. And she was like, man, I used to love Oprah. She was one of my idols and all of this. And then I get on there and she dogging me. Like, oh, well, heard you having a financial whatever, heard you bought this stuff. Like, man, I don't have that. And she like, well, it ain't the fact that you can't afford it. You just don't have it.
Right.
Like, so why are you talking about my spending habits? Like, I came here because I thought you was going to help the situation, not flip it around. And now I leave the show. Not everybody looking at me strange and coming at me, Even with R. Kelly. Now we all know him. He fucked up. He did some terrible shit. But just the questioning and the way that he even felt attacked in the whole situation, like he probably felt coming in that I was coming on here to be able to defend myself.
Right.
And instead, nah, you won't try, my guy. So yeah. I don't know. How do you feel about the whole situation? Oprah and Gayle, man, basically abusing their platform. That's really what it is. Do you think they're using their platform as far as with the Black community?
Well, over the years, I mean, I'm not even embarrassed to say that I really don't know that much about Oprah or Gayle. You know what I'm saying? All I know Oprah from is her show back in the day, Beloved, not Beloved, what was it, Color Purple, you know what I'm saying? That's how I know about Oprah.
She was on Beloved too. She was the wife, I think.
Yeah, right. Okay. That's what I thought.
Hey, real quick sidebar before you continue. Beloved to me is a scary movie. I don't care. Too. I hate that movie. It rubs me the wrong way. But go ahead.
But yeah, besides that, you know what I'm saying, as I got older, I found out about the other Oprah, you know what I'm saying, the Black hating person Oprah. Like, oh wow, like I thought she was for the people, and you know what I'm saying, she ain't. The Gayle chick, what she got a show, I think. That's all I know about her, you know what I'm saying? But
Pretty much.
my take on, I know Monique, you know what I'm saying, and I know how I would have felt if that was my mama, you know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, like you ain't even talk to me. Like mamas is
Off limits.
boundaries. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like what is you doing? So yeah. And the way Monique was dressed in that video, you know, make up that ponytail, I think she was kind of expecting Oprah to come out and defend herself so that she could, you know, go ahead and get at her. That's my take on it. That's probably how I would have did. She was Monique
Absolutely.
was very patient.
Yeah. I mean, but the thing is that they both have platforms. So that goes back to what we were saying before about the leverage, you know what I'm saying, being in control of your emotions. Now, I'm pretty sure deep down Monique like, hey, if I see her, like the first show we had on site. But then at the same time, you got to understand your position and your platform. If
Yep.
I go, if I what is it gonna solve if I go out here and drag Oprah throughout the streets? It ain't gonna work.
Yeah, because
You
the
gotta
world
hit
is
those
watching.
type of people.
Yeah.
Right. You gotta hit those type of people on a different level. So you want to use your platform to drag people. I'm gonna try to use my platform to expose you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not about I'm not about to drag you because you didn't climb that ladder already. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I'm just trying to expose you so that way the community, you know what I'm saying, as black folks, we can recognize that and start pulling some of that back because without us, you wouldn't be on that higher stage because when you came in, everybody like, hey, we seen this little black girl go from this to, and that was unheard of. You know what I'm saying?
Big black girl.
Big black girl. I'm
Right.
sorry. I'm trying to be all body shaming. You feel me? Ain't nobody. Hey, the comments ain't about to get on me.
But
But
it's the truth, and that's why a lot of people took to Oprah because she a black fat black fat chick that's on national television and is speaking for a lot of black chicks, and that's why Monique used her platform as well to represent for the big girls because at the time
yes.
big girls wasn't getting the recognition that they was getting, and like she said, she was a little girl, went on a field trip to go see Oprah. Excuse me, I got something in my
Really?
eye. She was a
Yeah.
big girl and she went on a field trip to go see Oprah, and they went backstage to go meet her, and she said some positive things to her. So now when Monique is in the forefront and her career is taking off, she finally gets to meet Oprah again and brings that up to Oprah. And the only thing you could say is, I say that to everybody. Like
Yeah.
Monique said, well, what does that say about you?
Right.
I'm
So you think
looking up to you. I'm telling
everybody
you,
wants to be you?
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
telling
that's what she
you,
said. Like, actually, you
I'm
think
telling
everybody
you,
want to
you're
be you?
my
That's
role
okay.
model. Yeah, I'm telling you, you're my role model, and I want to be just like you when I grow up, and then when I finally get like you when I grow up, you basically spit in my face.
Mm-hmm.
I don't respect
So
that woman. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't either, but I think even right there, one what she said was wrong, but it's a classic case of your idols become your rivals. You know what I mean? And a lot of these bigger stages, you see that. Uh, it happened with Iverson and Jordan. Iverson first game about to play against Jordan. He sees Jordan. He like, oh man, it's Michael Jordan. Da 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 da. And they said like Jordan just kind of played him. Like, bro, who is you? Like, I have no. Of course, you know who I am.
Right.
You ain't got no choice but to know who I am. But who are you? You know what I mean? And I think I look at it two ways. You know what I mean? Sometimes, especially when you're on a big platform, you got a lot of young boys, girls, whatever the case may be, looking up to you. You do get that a lot. Hey, I want to be just like you. So at some point in time, you might have an automatic pitch like, hey, you know what? If you do this and do this, maybe one day you can get here. You know what I'm saying? But then once you get that person might take that to heart, and now they didn't grown up, and now they coming back to you like, hey, what you told me 10 years ago helped me get to where I'm at today, man. I appreciate it. And it's like, still, who are you? You know what I'm saying? I feel like in some of those situations, you can go about that shit differently. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
Because you don't want to, and maybe that's just me, but I'm not on that platform. I'm not that, but I don't see myself going from this show right here to a national stage and then looking back at somebody and be like, I have no idea who you are, bro. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm glad that congratulations, bro. You worked hard. You got there, but of course you know who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see myself doing that. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I don't know. On the other hand, at least more so, it's more looked at this way in the sports world versus as far as like this Oprah situation, because that's different because she was a talk show host. You feel me? So she's literally using her platform to drag people's name and bring up certain things, dark corners and secrets, and bring them up. But as far as in the sports world, like I said, the example I gave about AI and Jordan, it's like, okay, well, I don't know who you are. So it's up to you to let me see, like, all right, you got this far. Let me see what you're gonna do here. So it's actually still a added motivation. Like, yeah, okay, you looked up to me. I gave you some words of encouragement to get you to the stage. Now, what you gonna do once you got the stage? You see what I'm saying? But in the case with, as far as with Oprah and Gail and all of that, it's definitely not that at all. Like, because, like you said, like you're just, and it's really, like I said, with a lot of black males. And it's always been a classic case. That's always been the agenda. That's been the agenda since slavery. You know what I'm saying? Like the agenda is always to demasculate and tear down the black male in the community. So, and they're doing a great job of it because they're getting paid to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they could have started off to where, yeah, I'm gonna bring everybody up. But they're gonna bring everybody up just now to where you got this platform and you're at the top of it. Now you got a network. Now you got a following. Now you got all these other things. Now you're worth multi-million, $billion. You know what I'm saying? Now we're going to use all this work that we let you do to big all these people up. Now we paid you all of this, so now you're going to tear them down. Every interview, every whatever. Now it's your job. Now the agenda that we set in stone in the freaking 80s and early 90s. Now it's time to put that plan to work. Now we want you to tear everybody down.
If you don't stand for something, what they say, you'll fall for anything.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Yeah. So I think it's a classic case of what's your price, man. A lot of people talk about the whole Illuminati and all of that type stuff. One, I'm not gonna get extra deep in that because that whole conversation actually like really pisses me off. But even when people talk about that stuff, they look at like the hip hop culture. They look at the Jay-Z's and the Kanye West and all of that shit. They look at the hip hop culture. But they're not looking at the Oprahs, the Gales, you know what I'm saying? All these people that got quote unquote political power. So I don't know, man. I think it's deeper. I think it's deeper than rap on that one. She definitely went from being a pillar for the black community to tearing it down. You know what I mean? So it's definitely some bull. But I don't like. It's just at this point, it's like either somebody has to have to create a big enough platform to be able to expose it, to bring it down. Because if not, it's kind of like what you do. What do you do at this point? So I don't know, man. Y'all got anything else on that before we get to this last topic?
Nope.
All right, cool, man. So this is the morning show, man. We try to keep everybody get everybody awake and moving and get their day started and everything like that. I don't like to be too serious all morning. You know what I mean? So we're gonna end this one on something that I thought was freaking hilarious. And it's called Hot Sauce Drake. So if you don't know about the story, if you don't know about the story, Drake supposedly, had a one night stand. After he did his thing, he taking the strap off, go to the bathroom to clean himself off, and he take the condom off and he put hot sauce in it and throw it away. So the young lady took it upon herself to, hey, I'm about to get rich. I'm about to sneak in here real quick, man. I'm about to have Drake's baby and give me some bread. And her no spot started burning. So didn't she was trying to sue him or something like that?
Yes, she was trying to sue the man because she said he burnt her vagina.
Mm-hmm.
And if you got enough, I know hot sauce is red. I know kids is white. So
Maybe she thought it was like some celebrity joint.
she thought it was special sauce, huh?
So special sauce. Say that. Say that.
She thought it was special sauce and tried to trap this man.
George stuff.
Oh my
And that's
God.
kind of what she get. That's what she get. Because you nasty enough to go in a trash can, pull it up, and do all that without looking at it anyway. First of all, you nasty enough to go in a trash can and get it. Then not even look at it and see that it's red. There's something wrong with it. No, what's wrong with you? Was it dark? You hurried up. That's what it was, huh?
He was rushing.
Yeah. He came in there and caught
Right.
that ass. Ah. Why you crying?
Now you up in the doctors trying to explain to them what's wrong with
You know,
you.
right. You know.
I
And
just
then, I
think
mean,
it's
you know,
funny, man.
didn't dude say he already got kids? Ain't that what most of his lyrics be about? That he got kids, you know what I'm
He got a
saying, from like
son.
Yeah, he got it. I think he got
these
a son.
incidents.
Just point as far as I'm concerned.
So why not flush the condoms from now on anyway? You know what I'm saying? Like, why leave them around anyway?
I mean, at that point, it's just like one. I look at it like I look at it two ways, man. These females is trying to it's a get rich quick scheme. Boom! If I got this baby, you feel me? Now either you gonna have to pay me off to you have to pay me off, or I'm gonna go through with it, and then now I'm gonna get you in child support. So either way it go, I didn't made it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and the thing is, man, a lot of these in society, man, as men, we get a lot of backlash on a lot of different things. But what's not talked about is women doing stuff like that. Like it's really like under the radar. It's just because what would come out if he never would have did that and she got pregnant, the story would have been different. The story wouldn't have been, oh, girl gets condom that gets pregnant by Drake. It'll be Drake had a one night stand, new baby
Or
mama,
Drake raped
you
me?
know, right, or something like that. Like, nah, it was consensual. And on the first article that I read on it is that he overly expressed like, hey, this is what you want to do, right? Like it's consensual. Like I'm not trying to be
Yeah,
in
she had an
no
agenda.
type of controversy. Like, and it's a lot of classic cases where some of these women are killing people's whole career. Sometimes they're killing their career before it even gets started. It was a case. It was a while ago, man, but it was a while ago. But it was this girl said that this black guy raped her. He did time for it. He was a I don't know if it was football or basketball, but he was in college and good prospect, could have went pro. But then years later, she finally comes out and confesses and says, I lied. All they do is just let him out of jail and say, hey, my fault, bro. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? No, give her double time the way he had. Like, and it's still the same thing. Like, you can think that it's a one night stand. We had a party. You feeling me, I'm feeling you, you drunk, I'm drunk. You know what I'm saying? It's about to go down. And then next thing you know, a month later, you get in the car like, hey, I'm having your baby, or hey, these allegations then came up that you didn't did this to such and such. Like, nah, man, it was consensual. We was chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, how you having my baby? I was strapped. Like, what? Because they going back and trying to get but it's and then the thing is you tried to sue though. Like, no, that's your fault. Why don't you just expose yourself? Like, to be honest, you should have just took that one on the chin, like, oh man, you got me.
Right.
Cause
Yeah.
when you trying to sue somebody, you gotta go into pure detail about everything. So you mean to tell me you gonna sit up in front of a judge and tell the judge, oh well, we had sex, he took off the condom, he left or did whatever he did. It was my turn to go into the bathroom. I was searching for the condom because you had to be searching for it. You had to be
Right.
searching. And you pulled it out. You didn't examine it. You turkey based or however you did it and set that monkey on fire.
Move, girl. Let that ass on fire.
I
Let that ass
mean,
on fire.
you look like a pure idiot. Like you said, you got to chuck that up on the chin. You did that to yourself.
Yeah.
Drake is a very smart young man. You understand me?
Hey,
Set up artist A.
That man is
what
smart.
I'm gonna
Now
say
he
is,
got advertisements about hot sauce condoms everywhere.
And now he do, yeah.
right,
He's the face of
hey,
hot sauce condoms.
I'm gonna tell all my fellas, stay woke. You know, Valentine's Day is coming up. You know, stay woke.
No, I mean, no, now real talk though. I'm glad so is it legit? Like, does the hot sauce actually, you know what I'm saying, kill whatever?
It
Like,
kills off the sperm. I
okay,
looked it up to
that's
see
great.
if it, I mean, it's other things that can also kill it off too, but that is smart than a sum gun. That's how you
Yeah,
know
I was
All
when
you
about
they
to say
need is
try
a
to
that's
little
trap
lube.
you.
so what if that wouldn't have worked though? Like, dang, you know what I'm saying, dude, just flush the condoms, bro. Flush them.
And she had to
I
be
Flush
think
them.
looking.
personally,
She had to be
personally,
looking for it.
I think he did it on purpose. Like, I think it's one of those, like, you know what? You a groupie.
Yeah,
Let me see what you really about.
yeah,
Yep.
set up
Here
artist.
you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cool. I think if, you know, a regular Joe Smo, yeah, it's gonna get flushed. But it's like, let me see how thirsty these chicks really is. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hot sausage joint.
I'm glad it worked
Yep.
Hey,
for you.
hot
That's what's
sauce
up.
straight, man. Stay woke, fellas. Valentine's Day is coming up, man. After you take the strap off, hit it with a couple dabs, red hot. You know what I'm saying? And get it
Extra
cracking, man.
red
But
hot.
Yeah.
facts or some Tabasco or something. But
Oh,
you know, that's probably our time here today. We wanted to end it off on a good note. We're gonna go through, give everybody your tags, your information, how they can hit you up, maybe ask you some questions, maybe try to, you know, get that networking thing going on with the show. Bless, we're gonna start off with you. Leave your tags and tell everybody
um,
where they can find you at.
good looking, Nate Cox. That's Naycocks. Yes, I am perverted on Facebook. Instagram, it's Monet. And don't forget about my project, Hood Looking, also called Our Hood 2. And got quickies coming soon. That sounds perverted, but it's a get fit group. You know what I'm saying? Stay with me.
For
That's what's up.
sure.
That's what's up. Well, Shatika, you got any closing words, anything like that? Your tags?
You guys can follow me, Shatika Harrison on Facebook, Shatika Harrison on Instagram, um, Shatika H on Snapchat. You know, I do a little funny stuff on Snapchat. Y'all can check me out.
Hey,
That's it.
that's it. That's all we got.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know, it's your boy E Carter, aka the Beard Wonder. I really can't call myself the Beard Wonder no more because I cut it off, but it's back. I'm about to start growing it back because I remember now why I had a beard in the first place. Because I don't like shaving every week. Like I literally got to shave once a week, and I don't like doing it. So the journey to grow the beard back is on its way. But you can also find me Facebook, my government, Eric Carter. You can hit us up for First Class on First Class Podcast Media fan page, which we're going live at now. Or you can catch us at First Class Podcast Media, which is just the main page. Don't forget to hit us up on YouTube. That's First Class Podcast. Make sure you subscribe, tap the bell so you can get all notifications for all shows that we post and go live on. You can also catch me on Twitter. That's EasyE721. The shows also go live on Twitter as well. I don't remember my snap, but I've been trying to get that rolling. I think it's EasyE937, I believe. It's something like that. You can catch me there. I want to give a quick shout out to my homie Scooch Bronson, S. Foster. They also got a pod on it's called Viewers Anonymous. Please check that out, especially if you get into movies and movie shows, things like that. Man, I want to hear people just kind of go over it and give their takes on that type of content. Check out my man JD, his network, man, the D Drippy Network. It's also on YouTube, man. My man Estelle Foster also has another pod called the 28 Minutes or Less. They're also on YouTube as well. So please hit them up. Go subscribe. You know, we're trying to get this going, man, and let everybody know that their work is appreciated. Other than that, man, oh yeah, for the record, my snap is easy_937. So with that being said, man, I want to tell everybody have a good morning. Have a great day, great successful day, and we'll see you guys next week.
Out.